Saw that thing so beautiful. She just hit my heart, oh. Full force and she got me like, I be like, baby, why you so fine? Got to make you mine. So hard to find. Baby like, oh, how'd you do the thing? The way to
bestbetLIVE stream allows you to watch poker wherever you are. Stream the action on Twitch or Facebook Live. See the players' hole cards and learn their strategies. You can even interact with poker experts like me, Allie McDeal. bestbetLIVE stream. Watch us play. Hi, I'm Allie McDeal from BestBet. Join us for a night out with the hottest entertainment in town. Experience a fast-paced, action-packed game like 3-card poker, ultimate Texas Hold'em, Pai-Gow, and so much more. BestBet, come play! Tired of this? Take your game to the next level. Come to BestBet Jacksonville or BestBet Orange Park. We have a table waiting for you. Come play! Get into the winning spirit at BestBet Jacksonville. Come for the good times, exciting table games, simulcast wagering, live poker and tournaments, great food, a winning experience, and so much more. BestBet Jacksonville. Come play. Think you got a great poker face? What's your poker face? Bring it to BestBet Jacksonville. Come play.
We have always been a top-notch poker operation. We actually are the top producing poker room in the state of Florida. We have added new poker games, our Florida poker games. We have a whole section. We've got 18 tables. We now spread 3-card poker, 2-card poker, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 1-card poker, and Pai-Gow poker. We have promotions every single day for our players. We give away hundreds of thousands of dollars in high hands. It's a great experience and it attracts a whole different set of customers. Our simulcast is a great race book. It's probably the best one in the state. We fashioned this after a Las Vegas sports book. The difference is we can only bet on the horses and on the dogs and on highlight. And we carry the races from all over the country. Our sushi is undoubtedly the best in the state, and I will say maybe even on the East Coast. Our sushi chef actually learned sushi in Japan. He is unbelievable, Miro, and his team, they are very dedicated and they're just amazing. We have the freshest product. You can't believe that you can get such good sushi in Jacksonville, Florida. We love having the World Poker Tour here. It creates so much excitement, and the $1 million prize pool, the guarantee, that's a big deal here. Our players travel from all over, all of the excitement and energy that comes with this production. This is our flagship production each year. What sets us apart is our team. We have years of experience between us. We concentrate on guest services, we concentrate on consistency, we value our players, our people care about their jobs, and we are very particular that we do things the correct way.
Play fun, exciting poker at clubwpt.com today.
Allie, we've got a fun event going on tonight. Tell me about this promotion.
Yeah, so this is a great opportunity for somebody to win a satellite seat into the $5,000 buy-in main event. What we do is we give 6 people, 6 lucky winners, the opportunity to play with the Royal Flush crew. It's a great way for them to get in for absolutely nothing.
tell us a little bit about how exactly you won your seat here.
Well, I answered a question right for Facebook that Mike Sexton was the 2009 inductee into the World Series Hall of Fame and a bounty here today. A day later, I got the ding on Facebook that said, "You win."
Okay, I've got Johnny Cash here. Real name?
Johnny Cash, all my life.
Ooh. Tell me about your journey getting your seat at this bounty tournament.
Well, I called the radio show and I got in, so it was quite a challenge, but I made it.
I'm pretty stoked. I can't wait. Been waiting a couple of weeks. Been holding this ticket for a while. So, ready.
Have you ever played in a WPT main event before?
A few of them. So, I've cashed a few. So, that's it.
I'm a local player here, so it would be very fun and interesting to take on some of the professionals and see where my skill level lies with them.
Play fun, exciting poker at clubwpt.com today.
All right, welcome to Best Bet Live, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Streaming out of Jacksonville, Florida. We are Best Bet Jacksonville, located on 201 Monument Road. Tonight, we are streaming for you the WPT Deepstacks Event number 7. That's a $240 no-limit hold'em ladies only event powered by PLON, which is the Poker League of Nations. Again, this was a $240 buy-in, 15,000 starting chips, 30-minute levels. We have a feature table and a final table for you to go through the rest of the evening. We are starting up here at, level number 5. Registration goes until the beginning of level number 9. So if you are a lady and you are in the area, come on down and you can get into this event. We will be joining action in progress as we start up on level number 5. Blinds are 200, 400 with a big blind ante of 400. Take a look. Let's see. Yep, we are about to get started here.
All right, good luck, ladies.
And just in case you didn't know, Poker League of Nations is the world's largest and most internationally represented women's poker organization, founded in 2017 with the aim of proactively creating, promoting, and lobbying for worldwide opportunities to increase the participation of women playing poker. For more information, you can visit their website, pokerleagueofnations.com. Definitely should be having a good time tonight. Hopefully we have a lively group here. Starting out with Chris, picking up King Jack offsuit, raising to 1,200. Over to Tia, picking up Pocket Queens. Got a 3-bet to 2,500. See if she gets any action here. Everybody's folding around to Chris, the original raiser. She will call. Heads up to the flop. Oh my goodness, Queen, Jack, Jack. Tia flopping a full house, queens full of jacks, but Chris right there flopping trip jacks, and she thinks she is good. She's going to lead out here. Question is, what's Tia going to do? Bet is 2,800. She is one of the larger stacks at this feature table. She's just going to flat here. Trump card is the king. Now Chris can pick up this adds to her draws here, picks up a king or a jack. To take this hand away from Tia. She checks it though. Tia checks as well. The river here, 7 of clubs. It's going to lock it up for Tia. Let's see if she can, what she can squeeze out of Chris here. She leads out with 2,000. just calls. I think a raise would have been nice there. Just to see where you are. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Queen, she didn't. If she knew what she had, she probably would have raised. And that is a pretty good hand for our first, this featured table. Hey, GT Jack, thanks for joining us today. Again, we are streaming feature and final table of WPT Deepstacks Event number 7. That's a $240 no-limit hold'em ladies only event. We'll take a look at our ladies over here. In seat 1, we've got Lisa. 2, we have Tia. Seat 3, Angie. Kristen is in seat 4, followed by Michelle in seat 5. Davina in 6, Turkan in 7. Chris and Gail rounded out at seat 8 and 9. After that hand, Chris picks up ace jack of diamonds. Trying to make up what she lost there, raising up to 1,500. Call out Lisa here with ace jack off. Doesn't look like anybody else is going to join. All right, we're down a heads up to the flop here. So Chris pretty much only looking for diamonds in this spot.
It's okay. That's perfect. I'll just
Most likely we're going to get a chop.
Let's try.
Thinking 4. There is a diamond on the flop. She does have the diamond redraw, but it is looking like we're going to chop this one up. She does lead out. 1,500. Lisa makes the call. Yeah, 4 of hearts on the turn here. She's going to move all in, and yet we're going to chop this one up. No king, you got the same hand. We'll move on to the next one. So not only is this a trophy, a WPT trophy event, we also, the PLON here, Poker League of Nations, was the sponsor of this particular event. They went out and got a bracelet. You might be able to see it in the background of the wide shot there, a little Tiffany bracelet made up for whoever wins this event. So the registration is still open. We have 50 ladies that have signed up for this event. Last time I checked.
These are new cards. I have to get used to these.
Currently there is $10,000 in the prize pool. Hopefully with a few more levels of registration we can grow that a little more.
Alright, seat 9 folds. Deuce of diamonds exposed in the back. I know. What am I thinking? 2 folds. 3 folds. 4 folds. Everybody have their WPA bracelet on? 6. Let's all make sure everybody sees that we all have them on. Well, they're not going to miss your run. Well. 7.
All right, so with WPT in town, we got plenty of action to go around. So today we have event number 6 and number 7 going on right now. Tomorrow we just have one event. That's the $290 No Limit Hold'em 6-hour Ironman tournament starting at noon. But we also have tomorrow night at 6 o'clock the $360 Mega Satellite into our $1,500 main event. Sorry, it's a $350 buy-in. That starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow. 20 seats are guaranteed into our main event this weekend. Folds over here to the button. Turkan picks up ace queen offsuit, raising to 1,200 on the button. Chris lets it go after she sees Gail very interested in making the call here. She calls here with the ace-9 in the big blind. Rainbow board. Turcon picks up a pair of queens. Gail's going to bet it. In the big blind. Not sure what she could have, so Turcon just makes a call here for the turn. The graphics to catch up here so I can let you know what we're looking at. We'll bet on the river. She only had the ace high. Turcon makes the call there with a pair of queens and takes the pot. So tonight we're doing this feature table and the final table going through the end of this tournament. Tomorrow, though, got cash game action. We got a 3 p.m. start scheduled for our 5-10 No Limit Hold'em Ladies Only cash game. Got a really good lineup for that. Should be fun to watch. Followed by an 8 p.m. start of our 25-50 No Limit Hold'em game. Should be a lot of fun. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for those games as well. Blinds are 200, 400. We got to raise 1,200 with 10-9 offsuit. Nobody has anything to call. Michelle is going to scoop the blind in the ante.
All right, ladies, Dio's coming in. Good luck. Hope to see you soon.
Take a look at the chip stacks for this featured table right now. Angie at the top with 46,000. All the way down to Chris, sitting there with 11 big blinds, 4,500.
No. I'll say something. That's what I said, advocate it. Such a wallflower.
And a relatively short stack to the table. Kristen picks up ace jack offsuit, decides to move all in.
You're a little more serious.
Trying to pick up the blinds here. Unfortunately, she's going up against Lisa, who woke up with pocket kings in the small blind. She's going to call. Heads up all in action pre-flop here. Ace jack at risk against Lisa's pocket kings. And the ace hits on the flop. Aces and jacks so far, and that's going to be good for a double up for Kristen.
It's this table. It's this table. It's all go bad.
That worked out for her, but for what was that? The second to act under the gun +1, shoving with ace jack. I don't think she expected a call there. Just wanted to pick up some blinds for the upcoming blinds that she had coming.
For me.
Folds around to the button. Suited 10-4. Lisa wants to raise it up. Gets Tia to fold, and Angie should not be far behind. Although she wants to defend that big blind. King 9-8. Black cards, so neither of them are going to hit their flush draws. But Angie does hit middle pair here, pair of nines. Bets it, and gets Lisa to fold. Defending that big blind paid off.
But then nobody else has it. Oh, yeah. My father's name is David. My family David is Davina. Oh, you're Davina. I don't know why I didn't know your name. You know, there's a Davina that's a dealer in Orange Park. Yeah. And of course, I keep seeing your name on the list. And I know Davina plays, but I can't imagine she's over 1,000.
All right, Gail picks up ace jack offsuit, decides to raise it. 1,000 to stay. Lisa to cut off. King 9 of hearts. Makes the call. Over to Tia. Little 3-bet on the button, pocket eights. I like that move there. Let's see who's for real. Gail makes the call. Lisa snaps it. We're going 3-handed to the flop. Ace 6-5. Gail hits her ace. With that, she moves all in. The pot was about 10,000. She's going all in for 4,400. After a raise pre-flop, Gail calling. Tia's got to put her on an 8, but the price is right. She makes the call. She sees the ace, looking for an 8. Running straight cards here. Here's the diamonds, no good. Looking for that 8. Does not get it. Trip aces for Gail. She's going to double up here. So we still have our WPT Deepstack main event starting Friday at noon. Day 1A. Day 1B is Saturday at noon. That's a $1,500 buy-in, 30,000 chips. You can satellite into that still. We have a mega satellite tomorrow night. That's Thursday at 6 p.m. $350 buy-in. 20 seats are guaranteed in that satellite. We will be live streaming the final table of that main event. Our first event, the 100K guarantee, we blew that out of the water. We had over $200,000 in that prize pool, so we're looking forward to a big turnout this weekend for our main event. Davina raising to 1,200 with King Queen offsuit. Scares everybody off.
That's the best kind of hand. The pretty one. What you had? Oh, you did. Good try, though. Good try. Might have gotten her straight. I thought about it. 2 for y'all, sir. Yep. I was it. No, you need to put them in the square. No, so that you told me the top right. Yeah, I want top right.
Just on
no,
that.
just just that.
Just asking where the camera was. It's in the car. Yeah, you're doing it right wherever. He'd tell you. Thank you.
It's actually fold around to Tia over here with King Queen offsuit, trying to figure out how much she wants to raise it. Women raised to 800. Showing the small blind calls. 6-5, and then Davina in the big blind defending here. Calls them in raised with 7-5. 3 players flop. Jack 10-7. Davina hits a pair of 7s. Tia has the open-ended straight draw. Checks around to her. She's going to put the C bet in of 3,000. And that's good enough to win. If you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us here on Best Bet Live. We are streaming WPT Deepstacks Event number 7. That's a $240 no-limit hold'em ladies only event powered by the Poker League of Nations. Ladies started with 15,000 in chips. Blind levels are 30 minutes. We're currently in level number 5, and that's 200, 400 with a $400 big blind ante. You can actually register in this event until the beginning of level 9. So if you are in the neighborhood, we're at 201 Monument Road here in Jacksonville. You are a lady, you want to give it a shot, come down and sign up. So about an hour and a half to do that. Chris is moving all in here under the gun with ace-10 offsuit. See if she gets any action. Nobody has anything to call here. Oh, we got a king-jack in the big blind. Healthy side stack. She might decide to call here. She lets it go. Chris picks up the blinds.
Silver lining,
Yes, I got the info that I needed. Thank you.
And if you believe that, you got a bridge.
I know. You know what? I'm gonna call my husband. So what does she have?
He's going to tell you better than you
Why? You can watch it yourself after you leave with these dudes.
better than his.
Folds around to Kristen, waking up with pocket queens. Blinds are 200, 400. See what she raises to here. That's like 1,500. Nobody has anything they want to play, so pocket queens are good for the pot pre-flop.
Nice catch.
Folds around to Michelle, pocket fours. Raises to 1,200. And again, everybody folds around to the raise.
There you go.
Tell me I'll see you in 15 minutes.
So we are streaming here the feature and final table. So if you are in the area, 201 Monument Road, come pay us a visit. You can come sit on the side and watch it live in person instead of on delay. We also have high hand promotion tonight from 8 to 11 p.m., $300 every 20 minutes. We also have another satellite into our main event tonight at 7, $350 satellite. That is not one of our megas. It doesn't have a guarantee, but we should get a few seats into it. In action here, we got 3 players going to the flop. Jack 10, 6, 2 diamonds. Turkan and Chris both flopping jacks. Jack 8 of clubs, getting a bet together. So, Turkan bets, what, 2,500. And then we have a snap all in right behind her with Queen Jack. Chris looking to double up here. She makes the call here. The Queen Jack is at risk here. Chris's Queen Jack at risk, but she is ahead. Looking for an 8 and an 8 only here on the river. Does not get it. Chris doubles up with Queen Jack. Yeah, this is not the final table. This right here is a feature table of this WPT Deepstack Event number 7. Registration is open until the beginning of level 9. We are, I believe, still in level 5 here, 30-minute levels. So this is a feature table. We will be going through to the final table and the end of this event. Be sure to stick around.
What a nice bracelet.
So Gail, the button here, raising to 1,000 with 5-4 diamonds. Gets a call to Lisa and Tia here in the blinds. Players to the flop. Tia hits top pair of 10s. Pretty dry board other than that. So with the top pair, she bets 1,000. About a third of the pot there. Lisa calls. Lisa's looking for a 9 to pick up a straight. And on the turn, she decides to move all in. Puts the pressure over on Tia here. 7,300. That all in, got the best hand to fold there.
Oh, wow. It's nothing.
But, you know, that 9 could have come on the river. Maybe it was a good fold.
I had a 10. Oh, I had a 10.
like that.
I won't do that again. I'll do my best.
Nice.
Good, yeah. I should have said no.
Yeah.
I have to say, that's literally the first time I've ever shown a bluff. Ever.
And you never bluff, girl?
Oh, yeah, sure. That was the funny part was when Paul was talking about men
No,
don't
we
think
don't
women
raise, we don't three bet, we
Oh,
don't
Paul
bluff.
said men don't think women bluff.
Or three bet.
I was like, everybody in this poker room knows me, and I get called on more hands, but it pays
That
for
is,
me.
that is the one thing that I notice, and men will call a lot
Oh, yeah.
quicker
But-
than they will a guy in the same hand.
Yeah, but I get paid off a lot
22,
too.
absolutely.
I had. Did you see it? I had the same hand again. I couldn't do it again.
I'm not showing my cards because we talked about that earlier. They were very nice.
No, we would have had it.
All right, so currently we have 50 entries into this tournament. That makes a $10,000 prize pool. Again, registration is open until the beginning of level 9. Plenty of room for that to grow. And I was just told that we will be actually giving something away here in the broadcast. Pretty exciting stuff, so you stick around. And when we go to the final table, we will be giving away a $120 satellite seat into our WSOP Steps tournaments. So that seat is $125. It goes into a tournament, satellite tournament, $120 buy-in with $20 rebuys, which if you win a seat in that, you get a seat in the $590 with $60 rebuy mega satellite into our WSOP, and that's a packaged event, so you get the $10,000 WSOP main event ticket and also $3,000 in spending cash. So be sure to stick around, and we'll be doing that final table drawing. We'll be doing that drawing when we reach the final table. We'll be doing that through Twitch. She folds around right now. Angie picking up 10-6 of spades on the button. Makes the call. Kristen limps here. Michelle in the big blind. That was a great opportunity to raise. Did not take it. Just checks it. She makes a good raise there. Get everybody to fold. Didn't work out that way. Kristen flops. Top pair here. Pair of queens over to Angie, who flops a gut shot straight draw. She bets out on the button, 1,200. Kristen flats, shells out of the way, heads up to the turn. 7 of hearts. It's a blank for Angie. They both check. 7 on the river. Kristen 7's full of queens. She leads out. That should get a fold out of Angie, and it does. Kristen takes this one down. Now, if you guys are tuning in to watch the stream of our radio show, we will not be having that tonight. Instead, we're treating you to the feature and final tables of the WPT Deepstacks Event number 7, $240 no-limit hold'em ladies only event. Again, this is just the feature table. There are still a lot more poker to go here. Registration open. About 3 more levels.
Oh, I know what she shows.
Me? She said, well, you show me. Once I said yes, I was pretty committed to showing her. I couldn't say yes and then not show her.
Not on TV anyway.
I was going to go run her for a street, so it was still close.
Yeah. Get that gutter on the next
See? Yeah, well, look who has all the chips, and look who's sitting here with not that many.
Yeah, I believe Lena Evans is still playing out there, but they did when it was time to start this feature table, they just did a random draw to move one of the existing tables over. Hopefully she'll be joining us here either on the feature table or most definitely on the final table later when we draw for that.
Now he has to specify the color for ones that you want.
Stays in.
Still back out there, 600 for your big blown too.
Okay. What?
600
Or put the
purple stayed out there.
Did I take the purple then?
Yeah.
Needed a purple like that. I was like, why do you put like
27. 9 folds. 1 fold.
How much?
27.
You give us every time I get a good hand. You have a good hand every time I have a good hand.
All right, checking out the action here. Chris raising 2,700 with pocket nines. Gets pocket trays to fold. Everybody else folding around so far. Over to Michelle on the button. Jack 10. She lets it go. Nobody has anything to call. Is Chris going to pick up the blinds there? Yeah, again, no radio show tonight. We are streaming the feature and final table of this WPT Deepstack Event number 7. But be sure to stick around. When we go to the final table, we will be doing a drawing here through Twitch for a $120 satellite into our WSOP Steps tournaments. So be sure to stick around for that. Here raises with King Jack offsuit. Gets Michelle to call with her 8-7 of spades. Heads up action. Got 2 hearts. Michelle has the gut shot straight draw. Lisa puts the C-bet in. 2,500. Does have the heart redraw. Does make the call here. That should slow Lisa down unless she hits on the turn. She does not. The ace of clubs on the turn. And she's just got to keep firing here. I feel like this bet might be good enough to get Michelle to fold. I mean, Lisa does have the best hand. And the bet works.
You forgot that you beat my Eastern North.
Absolutely. I'm an accountant. I don't remember numbers or anything. It's great when they get my claims get out of that. I did it.
It's hilarious. I never seem to remember the winning hands, but losing hands.
1 fold, 2 folds, 3 folds.
We were playing our bar league last night,
Folds around to Michelle, picking up pocket fives. Raise it to 1,600. Gets a call out of Turkan with Jack 10 of diamonds on the button. Blinds fold. Drawing heads up to the flop. 9, 8 deuce, 2 hearts. Turkan picking up the open-ended straight draw. She puts the C-bet in to see where her pocket fives stand. 3,000. Turkan's going to raise it here. 8,000. 5,000 on top of Michelle's bet. 2 overcards. And that pre-flop call. It's going to be hard for Michelle. Call here. Just let it go. Even if she does make the call, she's dodging a lot of cards there. Turn on the river.
Yeah, so ours player donations go into the project and the bar.
Can I get 2 cups of water and no ice? I'm sorry? 2 cups of water and no ice? No ice. Would you like 11 too? Nah. 18. Great.
And she picking up King, Queen offsuit, raising to 1,800. So far, nobody has anything to call. And the story of the evening. Pre-flop raise met with folds all around, for the most part. The stacks we're working with here. Blinds have gone up. We are at 300, 600.
Everybody was new to this. This is very good for a 6. Yeah, but we need to be at the final.
They all knock each other out over there. I know, I used to use it as my form of exercise.
So we got 10-8 limping. Davina with pocket fours limps. Richard Khan folds her King 9. Small blind calls, big blind checks. 4 players going to the flop. Again, I feel like, especially with the suited ace there in the small blind, a raise would have been nice, but it's a conservative play here. See what the flop is. Ace, Queen, 6. So at least it does hit a pair of aces. So far, everybody checks. And the 4 on the turn gives Davina the set. A check mark by her name says they're not going to hit anything to beat her. Lisa does lead out, though. Bets her ace this time. 1,000. Looks like Davina put the raise in. 3,500. Like Lisa's going to make the call here. Maybe put her on a flush draw. I mean, she does have kicker issues with her ace. But she does make the call here. Let's see what the turn has. Sorry, the river. The Jack of Hearts, that should slow both players down. Check, check. We'll see that set.
Nice. Nice hand. Nice hand. Nice hand. Everything got there. Yeah. She didn't even value it. Nice. I should have known.
Yeah, and if Lisa bets, if she raises pre-flop with a suited ace and leads out on the flop, she might get those fours to fold. But we'll never know. And Davina's set. It's good. Nice little pot.
We feel like we have to mind our P's and Q's.
Now everybody's being quiet.
Although we don't have any guys to embarrass his feelings, so. I know. As he said, somebody's
It's a ladies tournament. We just have all female.
4 folds, 5 folds,
I'll make that recommendation.
6 folds, 7 folds.
Make sure I get credit for it.
14. 8 raises to 1400. 3,000. 9 raises to 3,000.
Here we go. We got a little 3-bet action pre-flop. Gail with pocket jacks, 3 bets to 3,000. Folds around to the original raiser. Chris with 4 tray of spades. She's not shy. She wants to see the flop. Heads up. Ace, 10, deuce. Now Chris has that straight draw, looking for the 5. Interesting fold there. I don't know what else you're looking for, what much you're looking for with a call pre-flop. But Gail bets out and gets Chris to fold. Pocket jacks survive. Personally, for me, I've been knocked out every time I play pocket jacks in a tournament, so I don't really play them anymore. But he limps over to Kristen in the big blind. King, jack of spades. And she checks it. Got 4 players going to the flop. Ace, jack, 5. Kristen in the big blind hits her king. Chris, though, hitting her ace, decides to lead out for 1,200. Kristen makes the call. We're going heads up to the turn. Queen of diamonds. Kristen picks up a 10 for a possible straight on the river. No, it does not get there. So Chris's ace is boss. That's 1,000 into about 5,000. Yep, and that's good.
That's exactly what I thought, yeah.
It's been quite a long time before, well, maybe not. I've never gotten a royal flush money. Yeah.
Ever? Really? I flopped
Not even one
I
card.
flopped one for my hand.
Not even a one carder.
It was insane. I just kind of, my jaw was kind of dropped.
Yeah, but you had to double check too, huh?
No, I didn't have to double check. But it's like,
All right, so here on the river, Lisa picks up the straight 6-high, shoves all in, and Kristen, instead of snap shoving, asks how much. Try to get a little sweat out of her, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, 8-high was never going to call there. Just tuning in, thank you for joining us here at Best Bet Live. We are streaming WPT Deepstacks Event number 7. This is a $240 no-limit hold'em ladies only event, doing a feature table and the final table through the end. It's $240 buy-in. Ladies started with 15,000 in chips. Blind levels are 30 minutes. We're currently in level 6, 300, 600, the 600 big blind Annie.
I had to explain it to him. I had to explain it to him at length.
My daughter, my son, my sisters, somebody.
All right, so in the small blind, Michelle picking up pocket kings, raising to 1,800. Over to Angie. Does make the call with king 6 offsuit. Heads up to the flop. Jack 8 deuce, 2 spades. All Michelle did was reach for a chip. She's probably going to get a fold out of Angie there. So we got Angie in seat 3, raising to 2,000 with ace-king offsuit. Over to Davina, who makes the call with ace-queen. Khan in the big blind, looking at Jack-10 offsuit, makes the call as well. 3 players to the flop.
I have to. All right, yeah. I have to announce the action, right. I get it. I was going to explain that after Jack and have it. I didn't want to confuse them. I got you, girl.
The ace 5-4. Angie and Davina hit their aces. So on to Angie. Puts the pressure on with a 5,000 unit bet. Back to Davina. Pretty strong ace. It's just flat here. Should make a raise.
I couldn't do that with my left hand. And I'd be so embarrassed.
Then I'd be for our left.
Yeah. More than likely until like taps is fine.
I have it really unknown.
Davina is going to move all in. Fortunately for her, Angie's got a much better ace. She makes the call. Davina's ace-queen is at risk here. She is looking for a queen or a deuce tray run out for a chop. 10 of diamonds on the turns, no good. Jack on the river. So the pair of aces are good for Angie. to knock out Davina, her ace queen. Registration still is open, so she can get back in if she wants. Sounds like she's not going to, though.
Oh, he found somebody else. Somebody else was walking up. I'm so glad I finally know who did that. That's what he said to me. He's like, oh, somebody just read your name. Well, somebody just registered. What? I tell her. Do you want my tickets? Just okay. Thank you. Smell his chips. He went back to the hotel. And you'll see why. I'm from Canada. Hey, came all the way from. Yeah, we came all the way from Canada. Are you serious? I'm serious. I see you a lot. Well, yeah, we came here on we drove down 18 hours. 1,000? Ooh, twofold. Through the drive. Well, it's 2 weeks vacation. Okay, so you have 4 days still with 18 hour night. I would do it, no problem. 7 phones, 8 phones, 9 phones. Yeah. Cold? No. So you have 2 weeks off? Yep, oh, wait, yeah, I was like, whoa, hold. We play in the WPT amateur racing. Oh, I got you. So show, yeah, show your stuff. Yeah, we're trying to show my stuff here. No, he went back to the hotel to get it. But I do, and you can't.
Yes, that did not slip by me.
Did you have a pair? I was good.
I'm self-employed, so I can take off. Our tax season doesn't end until April. So until the end of February, they don't have all the slips in. So I don't get busy and everybody knows where I am. Trust me. I'm your poker player playing account.
This for yours. One pull.
That was good. 6, 1.
Pre-flop action here is to tee up, waking up with ace 10 offsuit. It's actually getting a raise together. 2,000.
I would guess that they can hear us because
Over to Kristen. Picks up ace king offsuit and moves all in for just over 10K.
Oh, okay.
And folds around.
Oh my gosh.
And it looks like doesn't want to call. It's about half her stack almost.
Said something like that. Joe, Joe's watching it and says, I've never seen such a
And she lets it go.
And all we had making
So 3-bet pre-flop with ace king is good for a win. Kristen takes it down. So just a reminder, our next live stream, we've got 2 actually tomorrow. We're doing 2 cash games. The first one is a 3 p.m. start. We're doing a 5-10 no limit hold'em ladies only cash game, followed by an 8 p.m. start, 25-50 no limit hold'em cash game. Again, whenever WPT comes into town, we got plenty of action all around, tournaments and cash. So those should be some fun games to watch. Be sure to tune in for those. Michelle Raisin here. King 10 of clubs. 1900 to stay. Far, nobody has anything they want to call with. Lisa in the big blind decides to defend. Ace 6 offsuit, heads up. And she hits her ace. Ace 10-8 rainbow. She checks it though. Hoping Michelle puts the C bet in, and she does. That's 4,000 on her 10s. Lisa flats. Deuce of spades on the turn. Still checking here. Again, Michelle leads out 6,000. She might be questioning her kicker in this spot, especially with Michelle raising pre-flop. And she makes the laydown. Yeah, no, she's not laying down a big ace in that spot.
Whereabouts in? Just across the border from Niagara Falls, Massachusetts, 2.5 hours in Ontario, north of Toronto. Montreal. Yeah.
Most people would say, what's the French speaking?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Seven raises to 2 guys.
Oh, I'm sorry, what am I?
You're the big blind for 800. It's 2,500 to call.
Oh, she called down there, okay.
She raised.
She raised to 2,500.
So I'm putting the upcoming live stream schedule there in the both chats. If you want more information, you want to take a look at it a little deeper, you can visit our website, bestbetjacks.com. Click on the poker tab, go down to Best Bet Live. You can also submit your information, contact information to Johnny P at bestbetjacks.com if you want to get on the list for one of our cash games in the future. Okay, we got 2 cash games tomorrow. We got our WPT Deepstacks Event number 9, which is a charity event on Friday. Followed up with the final table of our main event. It's going to be on Monday the 11th.
4 folds. 5 folds. Yeah, it's different. But 7 folds. I like how light they are though. That's fine. 8 folds. 9 folds.
Fold around to the blinds here. Small blind wants to raise, which 9 out of 10 times gets a fold out of the big blind in that spot. Good play by Tia there to scoop the blinds. She senses the tight play of this table, and hopefully we see a little more of that from the blinds. If they sense those that weakness, everybody folds around the button and the blinds. Start seeing some more raises there from the small or big blinds.
Just wouldn't have thought. Will you do the same for me?
Sure. 6 folds. 7.
Keep going. Woo! Woo! Ooh, I might. Oh, you. Oh. Really tall.
Heads up action. To the flop. Really dry board there. Kristen does hit top pair. That's it. She's going to take Angie's blind.
I would like to walk everybody. Since it worked so well for me. Yeah, I'm the only one looking at it. I was going to say, okay, so the next new person that comes.
And this is event number 7 for the WPT Deepstacks Series. $240 No Limit Hold'em Ladies Only event powered by PLON. That's the Poker League of Nations. If you want to check out some more information about the Poker League of Nations, visit their website. Conveniently is pokerleagueofnations.com. About what they are all about and their upcoming events that they have sponsored. Not only is the winner of this going to get a trophy, this is a trophy event, they're also going to get a really nice Tiffany bracelet that Poker League of Nations had made up. Up action here. Michelle just checking her pocket fours pre-flop. Tia picks up the ace though, trip aces. Checks the flop. Hoping that Michelle somehow leads into her bets 4. It's not happening yet, so Tia's going to bet out here 3,000, and that's good for the pot.
We were all pretty sure you did.
Again, we are streaming the feature and final table here on Best Bet Live. This event number 7. When we do get to the final table, just a heads up, we will be doing a drawing over in our Twitch chat. $120 satellite ticket. It's good for our WSOP Steps satellites. The first step of that is $120 with $20 rebuys. It goes into our $490 with $60 rebuys. Try to win one of those World Series of Poker packages, which includes a main event seat, $10,000 main event, plus $3,000 travel expenses. So be sure to stick around so you can be here for that drawing once we go to the final table. That again is going to be over in the Twitch chat. So if you're on Facebook and want to head over there to Twitch when it comes time to the final table, try to win you a seat. Free roll into the World Series of Poker main event.
I didn't even know my water. How long has my water been there?
About 30 minutes.
Oh my God. Thank you. 15 minutes.
9 pulls.
Oh, she already pulled it.
225. 3 raises to 2,000. That's good. 4 calls. 5 calls. 7 calls.
So we got some action hands here pre-flop. Angie raising with pocket jacks. It's calls from ace queen, king queen, and 6-4. 4 players going to the flop. Ace king Trey. Checks around to Michelle. Sorry, Kristen. Kristen's going to be betting here. Her ace. 3,100. Over Michelle. Middle pair, but backdoor flush draw. She does let it go.
3,100.
Everybody folds. The bet's going to take it down.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. You're right. It's just 8. I just saw. I see. On this one, I couldn't see that after level 8. I just saw level 7.
All right, ladies, come up.
Almost 35 minutes. Actually, it's going to be close to it. It's almost an hour. Yeah, an hour, yeah.
Now, if you want the chat off the screen there on Facebook Live, I'm pretty sure you can just swipe it left or right. It's been a minute since I've opened it up.
Anybody want a hat for a $5,000 check? That is awesome. I'm not teasing.
That's a good sales.
Well, I only have one 5,000, so that was it.
I don't even have one.
That was good.
Folds over to Kristen with ace 6 of hearts. Flats here, and blinds are 400, 800.
I thought you raised. She'll probably win this pot now.
I know, she will.
Yeah,
You should take those cards.
I did. Wasn't her intention, she was saying you did the full count?
King, queen, 10. So Chris's cards aren't being picked up. We don't know what she has here. She's first to act. Looks like she's getting a bet together. And she just called the raise pre-flop. I'm sorry, it was a limp, wasn't it? So she limped pre-flop here.
Okay, my sister's watching.
And a min bet here on the flop. Gail calls. Kristen is in, looking for the jack for Broadway. Deuce of spades. Pretty much a blank here. Chris checks. Checks around to Kristen. See a river. 9 of clubs. Interesting card. Not sure what Chris has. She bets 1,000. And Gail, just like that, she's gonna raise it. Her bottom pair, deuces.
Yeah, I know. Next time she falls, let her fall. I was ready to fall. She pushed them to you.
I predicted it.
She didn't say push. She pushed them.
I knew it.
Yeah, I know.
Pair of deuces were good.
I mean, that's just luck.
I know. You were meant to be in this town.
That's low
You gotta give it back. Yeah, now you can hold if you want to.
I fold. a bracelet and
I
a
did my ace king.
I'll give you a bracelet and everything. That's how you
All right, Lisa over here in the big blind picking up king jack offsuit, raises it up. 3,800 gets a call out of Angie with ace 7 heads up to the flop. Two 5s and a 4. Checks to the turn here, deuce of clubs. And the ace hits on the river for Angie. Lisa, though, deciding to bet out, sensing that weakness. Fortunately, Angie hits that ace and she makes the call, which is good. Yeah, we've all been there, Lisa.
I guarantee you I never said it.
Said she
And I
never
don't know, I
shown
swore I wasn't going to get into you again, and I did.
I remember the walk.
I said I've never ever shown.
Yeah, it is your turn. It is my turn.
I can assure
You
you,
gotta- you
I
gotta
never
get the
said I
people
don't.
at the end to cooperate. I never got it, by the way.
I walked you.
Well, yeah. You're definitely gonna get it. There you go. We're even now.
Tina, don't laugh.
Shell getting ace queen here, raising to 2,400. Folds around. Lisa made the call. Ace 6 offsuit.
Thank you.
Over the tee and the big blind. Lets it go. And heads up. Action to the flop.
Thank you.
Pretty good you get on the table.
So I was freaking out.
9, jack, 6, all diamonds. Lisa picks up the diamond draw. She checks it. Michelle bets. Lisa moves all in on top. Ace, her flush draw was good.
I got the nut flush draw. And it was E6. Same hand I had last time.
Pair of sixes was good too. Again, if you are tuning in, thank you for joining us here on Best Bet Live. We are streaming the WPT Deepstacks Event number 7. That's a $240 no-limit hold'em ladies only event powered by PLON. That's the Poker League of Nations.
But you told me, so he didn't. That's because all the
tried
chips
to
are
put a few times.
mostly down there.
But my friend here.
All right,
Sue
call.
Ryan,
I know, it's okay.
Three players.
at the chip stacks here that they're working with. Angie pulling way ahead of the crowd here. 66,000. Chris is there at the bottom with 8 big blinds left.
How much do you call? 24.
400, 800 are the blinds. Michelle here under the gun, raising to 2,400. The ace king offsuit. Action over to Tia. Ace jack of clubs on the button, makes the call. Over to Kristen in the big blind, decides to defend. Ace 4 offsuit, lots of aces already spoken for. 3 players to the flop, let's see what we have. 7-6 deuce, rainbow. Checks around. Surprised Michelle didn't get a C-bet in there. After that pre-flop raise with ace king. Tia does bet out. 3,000. Michelle calls. Queen of diamonds. Michelle checks it again. Like one more bet out of Tia might get Michelle to fold here. All in, and that works. She does get Michelle to fold. Ace jack on the button. Moves all in to take the pot. Ace high was good only because her bet was good.
Nobody's showing me. I'm not showing them. I've been showing all day.
Me too.
You've been wanting to make a bet. Yeah, $500.
Unfortunately. I've had to show a lot. And I want to publicly thank all the ladies for wearing your beautiful WPA bracelets.
Thank you very much.
That would be the Women's Poker Association. Free to join.
Are you advertising right now?
Yeah, she is.
Of course.
It's a great organization.
I'm an advocate. That's what I'm supposed to do, right?
So am I.
It really is. I've been very impressed with them. You will be too. We do a lot of online courses and things. And just the Facebook posts are great. They do like contests. What would you do if you learn a lot about people?
Yeah, I answered mine this morning. My answer was going to the one that came out today.
Seems to be the general consensus with almost all of them.
No, there was a lot of people who did not that I was looking at.
I did. They do these.
Oh, what would you do?
Get 44,000 and 48,000, and the other 2 people that had 22, and there was a 3-bet call. I checked it out. What would you do?
I think you'd enjoy it. Really.
But you have to double cover.
24 is the right?
Right, so you play, I don't know. That's right.
Yeah, but see, you're over in they used to have a league, the WPT. Amateur had the league down here
Really?
as well. Yeah,
Down
2
here in
years.
Jacksonville?
It was up in the Bay. Well,
They have the league all over. I mean,
it's called the WPT League. 2 years ago, they had it down in, you win money. Yeah. No buy-ins, yeah. The same structure as. It's barley, tournaments, yeah. Barley. Online. It sounds like you're saying barley. No, online and barley. 2,500.
All right, so under the gun, Gail picking up King Jack of clubs, raising to 2,500. action's over to Tia. Ace queen offsuit. Doesn't feel it. Lets it go. Gail's going to scoop the blinds. So this event, event number 7, is a WPT trophy event. It is also, courtesy of the Poker League of Nations, a bracelet event. They came up with they designed a Tiffany bracelet for the winner of this event. Poker League of Nations is the world's largest and most internationally represented women's poker organization, founded in 2017. More information, visit their website, pokerleagueofnations.com, or their Facebook page. Again, Poker League of Nations on Facebook. Under the gun raise again, this time Lisa with ace queen offsuit. Let's call out of Angie with a suited ace. Ace 9 of hearts, heads up to the flop. And no, we are not doing the radio show today. We are doing this feature and then the final table for event number 7, $240 no limit hold'em ladies only event. Be sure to stick around. Once we go to the final table over in our Twitch chat, we will be giving away a $120 steps ticket, satellite into the World Series of Poker main event. So it's a ticket into our $120 with $20 rebuy satellite into our $590 with $60 rebuys. Try to win one of those World Series of Poker packages. $10,000 seat, $3,000 in travel expenses. Those satellites are going to be in April. So again, stick around. Once we go to the final table, we will be doing a drawing for that $120 satellite ticket through our Twitch chat. This is a big blind ante tournament. So right now, currently blinds are, 400, 800. With the big blind anteing 800.
Say it again. What? I said she said she's one of the best players and she's asking us to walk the dog.
So Chris moves all in here on the button. Ace deuce offsuit. Gets a call to Gale with Jack 10 off in the small blind. Big blind folds. So Chris is at risk here. Ace deuce at risk going up against Jack 10. Pre-flop action. Ace, Jack Trey. Chris hits her ace. And the deuce, 2 pair. And that's going to do it. Chris doubles up through Gale here. Still has some life. Taking the chip stacks. She still is at the bottom. 13 big blinds. And she's still way ahead of everybody here. 63,000 at the top of this feature table.
Oh, that's right. You can buy in until the next level or the next group.
Yeah, rebuys, or sorry, you can re-enter into this tournament until the beginning of level number 9. We are currently in level 7.
What country heard from?
Yeah. She want to do that in your position?
Is that your first hand? No? Second. Not very many. How many hands have you raised before the flop?
Turkan raising here pre-flop with ace 4 offsuit, 2,200. Gets a call out of Lisa in the small blind with ace 8 of clubs. Tia lets her big blind go. Heads up action.
maybe 3.
The flop.
You play more than her.
Yeah, she went to, yeah, I've been kind of lost.
Starting stack in this tournament was 15,000. Last I looked, we had 53 entrants for just over $10,000 in the prize pool. Here on the flop, Lisa checks it. Her top pair over Turkan, the pre-flop raiser. Let her bet. We got a raise here. 9,000 total. Turkan looking for a 3 to try to straighten out.
She said you're a bully. I disagree.
I just want to see your reaction.
I have
You
been
didn't
called
hear
a
it.
lot of things, but that's not one of them.
Well, that's good news.
And I'm breaking all the rules because I'm not supposed to talk about my hand.
No, you just can't talk about the hand. I wouldn't know. You could talk all you want, but just not about the hand.
Well, there's another unknown rule. Don't ever speak while you're in a hand because people get information from you.
Just trying to figure out what is going on here. What could she have called with pre-flop and hit on the flop?
And then in a ladies' tournament especially.
But you were talking so calmly, I didn't think I did.
About a third of her stack. She does let it go.
Did you have a pair?
Lisa's top pair.
Did you?
She's going to take it.
I had a great kicker.
Line her up 6 and 12.
And now the blinds are up. And are going to level 8, final level of re-entry. 6-12 with a $1,200 ante on the big blind.
Just while we were in there.
Again, if you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us here. We are streaming the feature table and final table for the WPT Deepstacks Event number 7. That's a $240 no-limit hold'em ladies only event powered by the Poker League of Nations. This is a trophy event, but on top of that, the Poker League of Nations is putting up a bracelet. It's like a Tiffany bracelet they had made for this event to go to the winner. We got an all-in here pre-flop. So Michelle raises with King 4 of hearts. Chris moving all in with Ace Jack of spades. So far, everybody's folding around. Back to Michelle, who makes the call. So Chris's Ace Jack of spades are at risk against Michelle's King Queen of hearts to the flop. 9-6-6, ace high is still good. She hits the ace on the turn, 2 pair, and that's going to do it. She doubles up through Michelle, leaving Michelle very short stacked here on this feature table. Chris having 2 big double ups very close together.
Not any more than any other card. It's just you pay a lot more attention when you have an ace in your hand, probably. You need one.
Now a nice little average chip stack. Michelle now only with 4 big blinds. Okay, the blinds are 4, 8, and 8.
Is it just to give a walk?
No, I think it's luring people in. Like if you have a good hand.
Michelle on the gun folds. So Chris raises, gets everybody to fold, scoops the blinds. He's riding the wave here.
Well, it's been quite a while since I saw it.
Yeah, the blinds did go up. No longer 800, 1,200 is the bet. Now the graphics say otherwise. They just haven't updated the blinds in the computer yet. So we do have, it's like 4 players going to the flop here. Ace, 5, Trey. Chris hitting her 8, top pair. She's going to lead out. He has much to call with here. Yes, everybody folds. Chris picking up some momentum here on this featured table. So we do have WPT Deepstacks in town, but right after that finishes up, we do have a new tournament we're introducing to our calendar starting on March 15th and running every Friday night at 7 p.m. We will be having the $240 Black Chip Bounty event. That's a $240 no-limit hold'em tournament, starting with 15,000 in chips, 20-minute levels. Every player you knock out, you're going to get a $100 bounty. Again, that starts on March 15th. That's a Friday. We're going to be running those on Fridays. New tournament that we're trying out. Should be a lot of fun. We do have an all-in situation here. Looks like Michelle going out.
Up until this break, which is after this.
Yeah, because you're still coming in with 12 bids right now. You double those bids. People do it. Oh, well, I mean, you're coming in with 12 if you got your hand in. Okay. I mean, it's only 240.
All right, pre-flop action here. Gail folds, but you see she folds that 10 of spades. I don't know if that's going to affect anybody's action here. Over to Tia. Let's go of 8-6. Everybody folding around so far. Folds to the blinds, and Turkan pretty much knowing that she can steal the blinds, moves all in there. 7-4 clubs. Great move. Until it's not, but, you know, definitely worked out there. So again, be sure to tune in tomorrow. We will be streaming 2 different cash games. First one will be at 3 p.m. It's going to be a 5-10 no-limit hold'em ladies only cash game. And then starting at 8 p.m., we got a 25-50 no-limit hold'em cash game. Been told we've got some pretty good lineups for that, so be sure to tune in to see what we have in store for you. Some pretty good action all week during WPT. Culminating in our $1,500 main event this weekend, Friday and Saturday at noon. Starts both days. You can still satellite in tomorrow night, Thursday at 6 p.m. We've got our last $350 mega satellite, 20 seats guaranteed to be given away in that, into that main event. Kristen here raising to 2,600 with pocket nines. Got a quarter of her stack. Over to Turkan with ace, jack of spades on the button, makes the call. Looks like it's going to be just 2 of them to the flop, heads up. Oh, sorry, she 3-bet. I missed that. So Turkan raised back to Kristen, who moves all in with pocket nines. About 6,000 more to call.
What's in total?
14-1.
14-1? And what you got?
Stacks a little off.
The worst is we live 50 miles from here, so it's not like across the street.
And she makes the call. So here, pocket nines are at risk. Kristen's at risk to be eliminated here, going up against Turkan's ace, jack of spades. Pretty much a coin flip here. Heads up to the flop.
I think it only works when I do it.
Oh, look at that in the window.
Ace 7-5. She hits her ace on the flop. Looking for, ooh, we got a heart or a 9 here on the river. Neither hit. Kristen is going to be eliminated here. Pocket nines, no good against Turkan's ace, jack, 2 pair.
Meanie. She comes this way. What is she? I know so much. That was fun. I can't believe you went all in with it.
Don't forget to walk the dog.
She said, I can't believe you followed.
Jack shrinks up, no?
Hi, baby, what?
Ace Jack shrinks up, no?
Yeah, I just figured I had already have up the chips in there.
Are we going to do a play?
Ready to get. Obviously, whoever pocket now.
They're going to bring some over.
But Jen's
Oh, Johnny.
And you
Yeah,
painted
Jen's
the heart on the river, so.
Putting all the little pocket knives. After I
I haven't forgotten a single hand. Trust me.
3 raises.
I never forget.
Somebody 3 raise?
3
Oh.
to 3,000.
Yeah, that's throwing us off with the, because he has to say it. It's been throwing me to like 3.
I'm going to re-raise.
We should have little name tags. That way you could say our name instead of. I feel like I'm a number now.
We can get more competition.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just a
Probably
number.
easier for her too, because she has numbers already.
Yeah. So I'm Chris.
At least I'm number 1.
This is Lisa.
7 raises to 10,000. 10,000.
All right, so Angie raising here 3,000 with ace tray. Facing a 3-bet by Turkan's pocket aces. 10,000. Angie does make the laydown. And rightly so.
I don't know there. I'm back there.
I'm sorry.
I was worried. I was making
That was
case for
probably very loud.
He's our new player.
This needs to be 12 here.
It's 12. 12?
Yeah, 12.
12.
Doesn't matter. Maybe I must stop that for a long
Well, I
time.
mean, that is an important thing to observe.
But why ask me that?
Tanya, T-A-N-Y-A.
And a new player coming into the feature table here.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a pro.
I won the 10-10 last April.
Oh, good for you. I probably should have remembered that.
7 raises to 25. 8 3 raises, 7 raises to 25.
I've been waiting to get here since they set it up. What do I do? How do I hold my card?
Just put them in the square. That's all.
Right.
You gotta take your picture.
What do I do with my water?
Well, we are filling up here. Good news.
All right. Can I call somebody? Tell them to watch me?
Sure.
Can I text?
Sure, whatever you want. No, it's on. It's on. It's just like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Literally, maybe 10 minutes.
I'm sorry?
They gotta take out.
Okay, so it's going to be 5,500.
All right. what you need me to do?
55.
Take your
Like
sister.
So now you need to make it 5,500.
So leave my chips right here? All right. I gotta wait for a phone call.
Somebody's excited to get on this feature table. I like it. All right, so we got Tia here raising to 5,500. Not sure if that's exactly what she wanted to do, but it might work out for her. She's got ace, king of clubs. Over to Turkan. Oh, she made the fold, it looks like. Okay. Maybe that wasn't too much of a mistake there with the ace king.
TK. Nice set, honey. I had a small ace.
You have to get back there and get your picture
first, ladies. Then we can go.
We all do? Do we have time to go to the washroom?
No. We're just pausing for a minute. What do you need?
Stella down. Hopefully it won't take but a second because everybody else is flexible.
Put him at what are we doing? 35-6, Stella.
Do some housekeeping here, so we got all the information we can. You guys, again, if you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in to Best Bet Live. Tonight we're streaming the feature and then final table, the WPT Deepstacks Event number 7. That's a $240 no-limit hold'em ladies only event powered by the Poker League of Nations. Don't know what that is. The Poker League of Nations is the world's largest and most internationally represented women's poker organization, founded in 2017. If you'd like more information on that group, you can visit their website, pokerleagueofnations.com, or their Facebook page. Again, Poker League of Nations is a trophy event. We are also giving away a bracelet to the winner, courtesy of the Poker League of Nations. It's like a Tiffany bracelet, too. Very nice.
2-minute delay. Let's go. Oh, they never took ours. Good Lord.
Okay, I'm not giving anybody listening. I gave everybody a
Can we go now?
You good, Elise? You got two? There's two.
Mine messed up, apparently.
Did her chips get counted?
No.
The ladies that are new, just put their cards in those boxes before you act, or so they can register on the tracker. Put them right in those boxes, toss them a little bit. They'll tell you if they don't register.
So can I put my chip right here?
Yeah,
Either
it's not
beside or on the side. Sometimes it's easier for some people to have them on the side.
4 raises to 2,400. 5's all in. 10,000. The raises to 2,400.
So do I keep those back?
After all that, here we've got Tanya, new player to the feature table, moving all in with ace, jack of spades. She was facing a raise of 2,400 with Stella's pocket sevens.
10,000.
So 10,000 units over to Turkan with pocket queens. Let's see what she decides to do here. She just calls. Folds around. Should be going back to Stella here. Who lets her pocket sevens go. So Tanya with ace, jack of spades, all in and at risk against Turkan's pocket queens. Let's see how the board runs out.
It's a good hand, by the way. Oh, you got it. I heard it earlier.
Thanks for joining, Doc.
Again.
And the ace hits there on the flop. Ace-10 tray. There are 3 diamonds, though. Looking for a diamond or a queen to knock, and it does not come. So Tanya's trip aces are good for a double up through Turkan's pocket queens. Still very much alive in this feature table.
I was joking when I said it would be
Take a look at the chip stacks. Now we have a couple new players here. Zara, new player to the table, sitting down with over 80,000 in chips, is the new chip leader here. Now Miguel at the bottom with 10, just over almost 11,000 in chips, 13 big blinds. And the blinds are 4 and 8, 800 big blind ante. Chris is going to raise Queen Jack offsuit to 2,500. See if she gets any action here. Folds to the blinds. Angie calls with Queen 9 of diamonds. Stella looks to not defend her big blind. Queen deuce. We have heads up action to the flop. Jack 5-5, 2 hearts. So Angie leads out 3,000. Chris flopped 2 pair Jacks and 5s with the heart redraw. Flush is gone though. 10 of spades on the turn. Angie picks up the straight draw. Checks it, or calls Chris's bet on the turn, going to the river. Ace of clubs. It's no good for Angie. She checks it. And Chris is going to take this one down again. Jacks and 5s. With an ace kicker, 2 pair. Good for the pot. Chris has definitely picked up some momentum as of late, getting some good cards.
I know. I need to give a shout out to my Millie.
That's kind of neat having different colors on.
Since we're talking about our fingernails.
I know, and I'm so happy everybody seems to have one on, except for wait a minute. Somebody's missing one. For the Women's Poker Association. That's what I have on. No, that's different.
Again, riding the wave. Chris raising up here. 3,000 is the bet with Queen Jack offsuit over to Lisa. King 10 of diamonds makes the call. Folds around to the blinds. Nobody has anything to call with. Now we are heads up to the flop. Queen Jack versus King 10. 9-5-5. Chris puts the C bet in. 3,500. Gets Lisa to lay it down. The power of the C bet there. Gets the better hand to fold. To our streaming from Jacksonville, Florida. We are 201 Monument Road. If you're in the area, please feel free to come on down. You can sit here on the side and watch this play live instead of on delay. And try your hand at one of our high hand promotions. Tonight we have $300 every 20 minutes we're giving away from 8 to 11 p.m. Top of our $250,000 bad beat jackpot. We do have a satellite into our main event going on right now as well, so plenty for everybody. Come down and pay us a visit. We got Turkan raising to 2,500 with Queen 10 offsuit. Folds around to the blinds. Zara picking up ace-4 offsuit in the big blind. Decides to defend, it looks like. Makes the call. Heads up.
Okay, one of my friends texted and said, quit looking at your phone. And I'm like, you just texted me.
Jack 9-9. Zara, first jack checks. Turkan picking up the open-ended straight draw here. Decides to bet it 3,000, about half the pot. Gets Zara to fold. Turkan's going to take it down. Again, that C bet. Very powerful, getting a stronger hand to fold.
We're getting there. Hard work.
This is hard. This is hard. It is hard work. You know, once we go on the next break,
Full draw to Stella with ace-7 of hearts, facing an $800 bet to call. Getting a raise together. Looks like 2,400. Over to Tanya. Tanya folded, excuse me. Over to Zara there. With ace-king offsuit. Puts in the raise. 11,600 over to Turkan with ace-king of diamonds in the big blind. Figure out what to do in this spot. What would the small blind be 3-betting with here? Again, new player, Zara to the table. Plays a big stack poker maybe? Or does she have a legitimate hand?
Sorry, I need a minute.
take your time, TK.
Join my club. I'm getting a phone call. Oh, jeez. All right, you all want to see what I'm about to fold. Just don't feel it.
Not feeling it. She lets it go. Back to Stella, the original raiser. Again, she lets it go as well. Zara with the well-placed 3-bet. Haven't seen many of those pre-flop here tonight. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more as the night progresses.
You're going to have to watch it in a little while.
Well, or one of your friends could message you and tell you.
Yeah. In 10 or 15.
Yeah.
I'll just put this in. Oh, there you go.
Keep going to you. Keep feeling sure with that.
Were you going to shovel? Yeah. It was either shove or fold. It was my thing.
2 more minutes till break.
Like mine.
Sounds like we have a couple minutes remaining in this level before they go on break, and that will conclude the re-entry period as well. Once that is done, I'll get you an updated player count, and I'll be able to provide you with the payouts for this WPT Deepstacks Event number 7. So we have Lisa here raising 3,700 with 9-8 of diamonds. Chris calling behind her in the big blind, ace 6 of diamonds. Heads up to the flop. Three, 5, 4. Chris flopping the open-ended straight draw. Ace high is still good. She leads out 2,500. Chris calls. 10 of hearts. It's not helping anybody. Chris bets 3,200. And Lisa just not wanting to let these cards go. Ooh, we got a raise here. 7,000. Chris calls. River card. 7 of diamonds. Gives Chris the straight, and she's going to bet it. Just don't see very. Lisa does not have anything to call with here. The only thing she can do is bluff, and she does not want to try doing that. She does let it go. Chris is straight, takes down the pot.
Wow. Flopping up and down.
All right, so here's the deal. We are going on a 10-minute break. We will be back on the other side of that break. I'm going to have more information. I'm going to have how many people enter this tournament, what the prize pool is, what the payout breakdown is. We should have a lot more, updated chip stacks for you as well. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us here on Best Bet Live. See you on the other side.
You do it and she ain't even show nothing. She be walking around so confident, so heaven sent. I think she was meant to knock them daylight. Like, girl, you so fine. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Girl, you rockin' like ooh. Sublime, super fine, she was never lying, strutting in the heels or her slides. Either way, eyes on her every single day, week, year. Everyone wondering how she does it with no fear. All that confidence, was it heaven sent? Does it come within? Does it come run out? I don't know. She'll just have them running out and in. Man, they want to sin, talking deadly sin with Mrs. Lady. I don't understand why she hit them like.
right, looks like we are finishing up our break here. Should be coming back shortly. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is Best Bet Live. Thanks for joining us. We are streaming the WPT Deepstacks Event number 7. That's a $240 no-limit hold'em ladies only event powered by the Poker League of Nations. Action should be starting back shortly.
I was getting up on the table, reading I was like, it was like 300 kids.
8:16. Yep.
I would just get
It's gonna be 16 to call, everybody. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so our first hand back, looking at Lisa moving all in under the gun with ace-king off suit. See if she gets any action here. Stella, did Stella move all in? I just want to make sure. Yeah, no, she did not move all in. So it was Lisa taking down the pot here. Uncontested, stealing the blinds. So for this event number 7, we had 59 ladies sign up. That gave us $11,800 in the prize pool. First place getting $4,800, $4,838. Second place is going to be $2,596. Third is going to be $1,652. Fourth place, $1,180. Fifth place will be getting $126. Sixth place will walk away with $708. Moving on to the next hand here. Let's get all the information caught up for you. Alrighty, under the gun here, Angie picking up ace queen offsuit, decides to raise it here. Going up to 5,000. Again, coming back from break here, the blinds are 800, 1,600 with a 1,600 big blind Annie. So again, ace queen raises to 5,000 here. Nobody has anything to call with yet. Folds the blinds. And Angie scoops up the blinds. Last time I did look, we had 27 players remaining in this. 27 players. It's hard for me, though. I'm watching on delay. So if I go out to check, I see how many players are left out there in real time. So little disjointed there. We are at the feature table. We will be doing a final table as well for this event number 7, the WPT Deepstacks. This is a trophy event. WPT will be getting a trophy. First place gets the trophy, $4,800, and a Tiffany bracelet, courtesy of the Poker League of Nations. And just a reminder for all of our Twitch viewers, when we go to the final table, we will be holding a drawing for a $120 satellite ticket. It's good for our World Series of Poker Steps satellites. So that ticket gets you into a $120 satellite with $20 rebuys. Trying to win a ticket into our $590 satellite with $60 rebuys to try to win the $10,000 World Series of Poker package. Includes a main event ticket and $3,000 in traveling expenses. So one of our Twitch viewers could potentially free roll into that World Series of Poker main event. We could have ourselves another Tony Miles. So again, be sure to stick around until we get to the final table. All right, so Tia here on the button with ace deuce of diamonds, decides to raise it 3,200 to stay. Angie calls, Stella calls, both with better hands in the blinds. We're going to see a flop here. 3 players, queen, tray, 6, 2 diamonds. Tia picks up the diamond draw. Both ladies check in front of her. 9 of spades on the turn. Not improve anybody's hand here. They check around to the button. Tia bets out 5,000, and that is going to be good enough to take the pot. She knew what she was doing there, I guess. Good bet on the turn. Scares everybody off. Oh, sorry, that's just, I don't have that command programmed in. I don't have a current player count as it is in the stream that you're watching right now. I can go and tell you how many are left in about 15 minutes. Sorry there, JB Darts. So Lisa moving all in, waking up with pocket jacks. Over to Zara with ace king offsuit, makes the call. Lisa's pocket jacks are at risk against the chip leader here on the feature table. Heads up pre-flop, and she hits her jack. Fortunately, there are 3 diamonds. Does not hit a diamond though. Set a jack, excuse me. Lisa doubles up through Zara here. We'll get an update on everybody's chip stacks here. These numbers should be pretty accurate. We had to tweak a couple people's stacks during the break there. Zara still, after that hand, has the chip lead with 65,000. Down at the bottom, Gail with 5 big blinds left, 8,200. Lisa, though, with that double up right in the middle of the pack with 20 big blinds. Lisa, after that double up, picking up pocket kings, raising to 4,500. Bolts to the blind, see if they have anything to call with. Zara definitely, she wants to defend that big blind and the ante there, especially after doubling Lisa up. Getting some chips together, and she does make the call. Very well knowing she's got live cards to a raise here. Flop comes out, queen, 8, deuce, 3 hearts. Lisa has the king of hearts for that flush draw and the overpair. Zara checks, Lisa checks it. No, sorry, she does not check, excuse me. So she leads out 6,500. That should get a fold out of Zara, and it does. Lisa making some, gaining some momentum here of her own. It was Chris who had, who was starting to pick up some really big hands before the break. It's funny how a player just pick up these runs. Can't really explain it.
From at least 45 people.
If you are just tuning in, thank you for joining us here on Best Bet Live. Tonight we are streaming the WPT Deepstacks Event number 7. That's a $240 no-limit hold'em ladies only event powered by the Poker League of Nations. So Gail raising king 4 spades to 3,200. Action over to Stella, who moves all in with pocket 8s here, pre-flop. Over to the blinds. Turkan in the big blind with king 10 offsuit. She lets it go. Back to Gail, the original raiser. She says, yeah, I'm into. Why not? King 4 versus pocket 8s. Let's see what the run out is here. Ace, 10, 7, 2 hearts. The 8s are at risk. Sorry, Gail was at risk there. My apologies. She did not get enough to overcome Stella's pocket 8s. And so that is going to be it for Gail here on this featured table. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh, yeah. You guys are hammered in Toronto this year.
Oh, no, not as bad as
So I just posted the upcoming live stream schedule. Tomorrow, pretty fun day. We've got 2 cash games in store for you. 3 o'clock start. We've got a 5-10 no limit hold'em ladies only cash game. And then following that at 8 p.m., we're going to have a 25-50 no limit hold'em cash game. Been told the lineups for those games are going to be very good. Got some solid poker, good action when WPT Deepstacks comes to town. Stella here, raising to 3,600 with 9-8 of clubs. And the blinds are 8 and 16 right now. And that raise was good.
I ran a couple games for DPA, Jacksonville Poker Association, and so my boss posted a picture of me playing live on Facebook. I was like, oh my gosh, that's cool. It looks good for us. I told him he had to watch because I'm using my JP marker. Well, when I went to the WSOP main event
Yeah, there were 59 entries into this event. Prize pool was $11,800. First place stands to make $4,838.
I said that on live TV.
This is a trophy event. Also, first place looks to get a Tiffany bracelet, courtesy of the Poker League of Nations they had made up. A nice little event here. So we have Turkan raising. The cutoff with ace jack offsuit 3,500 is the bet. Lisa calls with her ace 5.
3,500 total. So
Tia there in the big blind.
19 more.
Looking to defend with 10-8 offsuit. Sides, it's a no-go. So we're going to have heads-up action.
I keep seeing your bottom card, just so you know. Thank you. Just kind of slide them this way instead of holding them up. Instead of picking them up. Okay. I keep seeing your bottom card.
10-8 Trey. And boy, she wished she had called. She would have had 2 pair. We're left with Lisa and Turkan. Lisa checks over the pre-flop aggressor here. Getting that C-bet together. A little under half the pot there, 4,000 with ace high. Lisa doesn't have much to call with, and she does let it go.
You don't have a 9. C2 raises 6,000. Who the hell was this back? We have 24. Huh? Take it. I'll take your cards. No, I want them back.
They get to see what's going on. Oh, man. Those tables can watch.
Yeah, those tables can watch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they've seen our cards. They've seen your money.
I guess we're not allowed to see
More information than
we
we
can
do.
probably see it. You gotta have eagle eyes to see it from here. Yeah. Binoculars.
6 4. Seven raises 30,500. 8 fold. Every time I get this, 1 fold, 2 fold, 3 fold. 4 fold.
And if you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in. This is the feature table for the WPT Deepstacks Event number 7, $240 No Limit Hold'em Ladies Only event. We are streaming the feature table followed by the final table for this event tonight, so be sure to stick around. Also, when we get to that final table, we will be giving away a satellite seat to our Twitch viewers, $120 satellite seat, and to our WSOP Steps satellites. Be sure to stick around for that. Pre-flop action here. We've got Lisa raising to 4,000 with King 8 of Hearts. Over to Tia, right next to her. Decides to make the call with King Jack. Folds around to the blinds. Jack 10 is gone. Tanya is in. Queen 10 of Hearts. 3 players. Lisa knows Tia's been playing pretty loose tonight. But Tanya is relatively new to this feature table. So we've got the ace, 8-4, 2 diamonds. Checks around to Tia there, who makes the bet. That ace is going to be very helpful to Tia. And a well-placed bet on the flop there. It's going to help Tia take the pot down.
You gotta show off.
Was it a bluff? No.
Not exactly.
King Jack. Is that a bluff?
We're going to welcome in the boss here, Jesse Hollander. A little bit of commentary for us. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you, Wes. How's it been going here? How are the ladies playing? I've been watching a little bit, following a little bit. It looks like a good little tournament going on so far.
Got a nice show out here for the ladies. Some ABC poker, definitely. Some of them a little tighter than others. Some of them are way loose. But it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun poker to watch.
Well, that's good. Good to have some differences of playing styles at the table. And so we had, catch me up to speed, we had 59 players. We're down to about the last basically 2.5 tables or so. And this is a feature table of the ladies, $240 ladies No Limit Hold'em, powered by PLON. And in addition to the prize money, as Wes has stated before, the winner will receive a nice Tiffany bracelet provided by Poker Leader Nations. Let me catch up on my chip counts. All right, Stella coming in for a raise. Well, thanks everybody for watching. GT Jack, thanks for joining us. Everybody on Facebook and Twitch. It's nice. If you were listening earlier and missed the radio show, I'm sorry. We could not figure out a way to stream this tournament and the radio show at the same time. So we live streamed the tournament, and the radio show was on the radio. Got a 3-bet there with the King Deuce out of the big blind. Nice play. Nice play there to take away the aggression. And you said they were playing tight. Wes, look at that. We got an ace-8 raise and a 3-bet by King Deuce out of the big blind.
I will say, as soon as Zara got to the table, she picked up on being able to raise there in the blind. And get everybody to fold. That was something I was waiting for all day. Everybody folding over to the blinds. I was waiting for the small, the big blinds to make some moves there, and she definitely brought that to the table.
That's good. And as I said, this is a feature table, and we will break down into this final table.
I wouldn't pay attention, but I don't think I did. Because you see three raises. I'm not paying attention. If I see cards, I'm 4, 4.
What are our blinds now? 12 and no. 8-16?
8-16, yeah.
Zara's thinking about doing it again. Do I fold with this king 5? Do I raise? Do I call?
Six raises.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a little aggressive there, back-to-back raises out of the blinds. But let's see. Got one better hand to fold. Interesting flop there for Zara. Flops the flush draw, and she can continue to. It's actually a good flop for her. She can represent the ace. It's definitely a flop that hits a lot of 3-betting hands out of the blind. So nicely done. Picks up another one.
You would have been fine with a call too with that diamond draw.
Sure. You know, that's a way to handle your blinds. Most people are just going to just fold out of the blinds and get rid of their bad hands, and she was able to pick up 2 pots. Nicely done. Tyler and Eddie, thanks for joining. Glad you could watch. Eddie, he's my commentating buddy. What's going on? I think Eddie's going to be commentating tomorrow night. We do have a couple of cash games tomorrow, a ladies only cash game, which should be very entertaining. We're going to give them some champagne and some strawberries and chocolate to get them started. And that starts at 3 p.m. And then to follow that up later in the evening, we're going to have a 25-50 no limit hold'em, a big cash game, and Eddie will be commentating on that one. Well, Angie's not slowing down. She's not discouraged by that last hand against Zara. She's going to go ahead and keep raising and take this one down.
All right, everybody. Good luck. See you soon.
We did have a couple people earlier asking questions about the Poker League of Nations. Seems like a relatively new group to the poker scene.
Hey, you know, I don't know exactly how long they've been around. And I really don't know. We may get, I think she's still in the tournament, so maybe we'll get Lena Evans in the booth here.
Oh, fantastic. They were definitely asking for her, that's for sure.
That's right. I saw that they were asking for them. Well, we'll either get her on the final table or in the booth. Hopefully, for her sake, she makes the final table. But if not, if things don't work out so well, we'll get her in the booth, and we will ask her that very question. That is a good question. If she makes the final table, we'll just have to ask her on break. It was like Angie decided to change it up this time and limp. Let the blinds come along. Very good flop for Chris, and she's going to lead right out at it. Two kings into 10. With the king 3 there, I think that's a great lead out.
Everybody's still in.
Yeah, I mean, she got called by the straight draw. and the pair of 10s, and she's going to continue on the turn. Yeah, Lisa's going to have to let the bottom pair go, but Angie still has a big draw here. Now she turned a queen, and still has the straight draw, so she has definitely something to play for. Till now, it's a very bad card. Might even get a payoff for Chris. Right, it does. Good little run out.
I'd have really come in trouble when the river came, didn't you? Because I have the 10.
Good little run out for Chris, and see, you know, sometimes when you flop a hand that you think is really big, it's better just to lead out and fire away and make people pay it off rather than trying to get tricky and checking it, especially if you have a bad kicker with your king. So tomorrow we have the 6-hour Ironman. $290 6-hour Ironman. Kind of a cool tournament. We play for 6 hours and then we stop and divide up the prize pool based on how many chips you have. And it's usually down to right around 10% of the field by that time anyway. So it's about the same amount of people that would be paid in a normal tournament.
Well, because I said mine was suited.
And we have that tournament specifically tomorrow because tomorrow night we do have a mega satellite. If I can find it in here, I think it is a 20-seat. That's right, 20-seat guarantee starting at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Just $350 buy-in, 20 seats guaranteed into the WPT Deepstack main event.
We crushed that 100K guarantee for event 1. How do you feel about this weekend?
Well, we definitely crushed event number 1. We ended up with $208,000. Well, I was looking at this weekend, and you know, last year we had 372 players, with which gave us a $500,000 prize pool.
Very nice.
And our numbers appear to be trending to the upside. So I'm thinking that we are going to have even more than that. So I'm hoping for a little over 400 players in the main event, which would be well over $500,000 in the prize pool. So come on down.
No, I already did. Thank you.
It's been really hard to put Tia on anything for this whole feature table. She's been here since we started, so you could hear the frustration there in Chris when she folded, even though she folded the better hand.
Chris, was that? Okay, I see. I see what happened. That is Tia in the 2-seat. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good. Keep them guessing. Chris calls in the cutoff with the 4-5 of clubs. I could have got away putting in a little raise with that one. Would have forced Lisa to fold instead of raise. And turns out to be a nice play by Lisa. Pick up the pot.
about beating me?
I wish I could say that seat too.
Uh-oh.
What'd you say?
She said she wished she could say that to see too.
Is that me? Yeah, that's you. She says, is that
She doesn't
me?
think she can win against you.
Well, so
Until
far.
you do.
So far.
Until you do.
Until I do. Stop.
Until you do.
That's the key.
Ladies are having a good time here at this final table. Our feature table, not quite the final table yet. Tarkan, is that correct?
I've been saying Turkan. I believe that's what it is.
Turkan with the ace queen. Put in a raise to 5K. Oh, got a card. One caller with the jack, queen of spades. That seems reasonable. Let's see the flop. We're awaiting the flop here. Little mystery to us. We do got a. There's definitely at least some face cards on there.
There we go.
All right, King 10 deuce. Not a bad flop for either player, but Chris decided to lead out with the open and straight draw and take it down. I like it.
I get to see it.
Got a lot of love for Chris in the
I was
the
just
chat
going to
there.
say that. The cyber rail for Chris is looking strong. Raised to 5K with the 10 jack of diamonds. I like it. Now, Tanya elects to call. It looks like she left herself with 5K. A little more than that. Interesting, a little stop and go play there. Just call and then bet out with the King 9. I think I would be calling with Turkan. I would be calling.
I may be wrong, but that's just how I've been saying it all night.
Well, we'll keep it consistent. It does get a call. It's actually farther behind than I expected with the on the equity percentages there. Makes no change. Double up for Tanya.
Excuse me. Put up the chip stack there.
All right, Chris in the lead, 83,000. Zara. Angie hanging tough with 18K on the bottom end of this feature table. Chris did finish fourth in event 5. She also won event number 2, I think. She won the all on her fold event.
Oh, nice. Oh, look, yeah, looks like she did. Have you ever played one of those all in or full tournaments?
No. I would like to, though.
Yeah. Just to try it out, absolutely.
It'd be pretty fun. I think that, some people say there's no strategy to it, but I think there actually is a significant amount of strategy, So the 3-bet by Lisa. Lisa is going to take it down. The all in or full, there's some basic strategical things. Position obviously is extremely important. And you don't ever want to, if somebody goes all in ahead of you, you almost never want to call, right? You just never call. Obviously, aces, kings, maybe ace, king. There are going to be times when you're still going to fold the ace, king, but aces, kings, ace, king, queens, like those you're probably going to want to call, but depending on where what your position is. Because if you're late position on the button, you pretty much just always want to raise. And if you're early position, you always want to fold. And if you're in the middle late and it's raised ahead of you, you just fold.
It's got to be a pretty quick, relatively quick tournament, I'd imagine.
It goes fairly fast, but oddly enough, as the chips get distributed a little bit, it sort of slows down. It's not like you lose a player every hand. It's interesting. Tarkin's going all in here with the bottom pair and putting Stella in a difficult position, even though there's been 2 overcards, not the worst call. No change.
Oh, it gives 2 pairs. Tarkan there.
Oh, yeah, it did give 2 pairs. Yeah. Yep. Kind of locked it up right there with that 4.
Tired of getting bullied by you guys.
She says, I'm tired of getting bullied. Stuffing it in with his hand. How do you like it now?
Yeah, really. Every time I raise. Every time I raise.
Question on Twitch, do we hire temp dealers? Occasionally we hire some extra dealers for our WPT series in October. Just a few here and there. Other than that, we sort of staff everything in-house.
What was that hand? Was it 7-4?
Just then?
No.
Oh, the other one, yeah.
Yeah, 7-4?
It's pulling me a little bit. Yeah. That's a good hand in the small blind, no? Oh my God.
It was definitely small blind special.
How did everybody even watch that?
She gets
We didn't
bullied
have to
so
watch
much.
it.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
in the room told us about it.
That's so funny. Not even big ones.
Well, they're having fun, and really that's the most important thing. Everybody plays poker for different reasons, but the most important reason to play poker is definitely to have a good time. Because if you're trying to do it for a living, to make money, or just as a hobby, no matter what, you want to have fun. Otherwise, why do it?
The question was, does she raise a lot? Or does she bluff a lot?
Wow. Remember the lady across from you? How many times did you race? I said, maybe 3. She said 33. I said, maybe 5.
Tanya betting top pair. Zara's going to give her a call with the 2 overs and hit the king. I like the bet sizing by Zara there. I think it was 7,500, which was not a huge bet into the pot, but into Tanya's stack of 12,000, it's sort of a confusing amount, you know, which will make her potentially make a bad decision. She made the right decision there. She figured that king was a bad card for her and laid it down, but I do like that bet sizing. As you raise with ace-8, Tanya, as she should, moves all in. The ace-queen should be an auto call here by Angie, even though she's going to be behind significantly. Well, maybe she finds a fold. Maybe it's not so automatic.
Like about half her stack.
Oh, I guess it is about half her stack, isn't it?
Wow.
Tough spot. Tough to fold, tough to call, I guess. It's just a bad spot to be in. It's going to take an 8. No wait, Tanya will double up again. You see, oh, I guess she had Angie covered there. So
interesting, yeah.
Are there any pros playing? Well, I'm sure, depending on who you ask, I'm sure there are a couple pros in this field.
You know we're playing in the ladies tournament with ladies watching. You got another comment? Your hair looks great. I know. It does. That was like the third
They
one.
were talking
I had
about
to
me.
say it. It's like the third one. And they're like, oh,
They were talking about me.
your hair looks great too. But it's like the third comment that said that on two different things. So I was like, okay.
The light hits it to get all the color going. Looks nice. Nobody about me. Roll up the dog. And we'll raise it 4 more.
I never see that when the guys are playing. I never see another guy say, oh, your hair looks great. I never see that.
I've seen it one time.
Her hair looks great too. I think all our hair looks great. I think I agree.
Sorry.
Everybody has great hair, you know.
With an 8,000, that's probably makes me just laugh.
Well, Lisa's checking there, and Tia was anxious to bet, so Lisa's going to check and wisely fold. Although I mean, she had the, you know, theoretically the best hand there. That's a good fold in that spot. Yes, someone text Chris and tell her we're all watching, and that her hair looks great.
Well, those
No,
things
but they'll put 10 out there and 9 here.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, 19. Yeah.
That would be my guess.
Well, we got 2 open. I'm surprised.
Well, everybody else does too.
No, we were 9-handed out there.
Yeah.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, they moved us to 9-handed out there.
Yeah. Even I can't do that. Linda Johnson would be so disappointed.
We've been through a couple of those, haven't we? Raise it 4 more. Do that.
There's no such thing as being card good. I love that. Hers is the best chapter in the It is.
You don't know how many times I coach Jane Fisher with, I can't say it here, bubble.
Oh, yeah. My husband's favorite saying is, "Oh, so card dead." I'm like, I'm gonna make you read this. Here, I opened.
I believe at this point there are 23 ladies left in this tournament.
23 left.
Per chapter in the
Play it all the way down.
That's true. There's no such thing as card dead.
I was told by Johnny we're giving away a satellite seat to our Twitch viewers when we get down to that final table.
Oh, really?
We're going to give away one of the $120 seats and
nice.
Try to get.
I like it.
Try to get another Tony Miles.
That's
out of one of our
right.
listeners.
That's a great idea. I like it. So stick around, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Stick around to the final table. We're going to be giving away, as you heard Wes say, a little satellite seat.
Great poker face you had there. Sorry.
I'm over here trying to be stoic.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I missed that. They got Lisa on her poker face. But look at this. You know, nines, jacks, and kings. It's a 3-bet to 14K. Nice lay down by Tanya, laying down the nines.
No, it's Jax.
Oh, well, at least I have a fighting chance.
And I had nines.
Oh, I have a fighting chance.
Against Jax? Against Jax. Recorded what? Nines.
Kings against jacks, and the ace and the queen came. Get a 10 just for the heck of it. Close. Oh, the 9 came. Tanya would have made a set of 9s there.
Not with a raise and a re-raise. I can't call it.
Somebody asked how many entrants were re-entries. It's supposed to be a re-entry event. I don't know exactly. I would guess probably about 12 to 15 re-entries-ish. Maybe 15 at the most. Is that right? Probably about that.
Probably around there.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to give you a discount.
Well, we came back from last, so.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
That's just unfortunately.
Okay, I can't call you my favorite dealer in the world because I promised that she was, but you're my second favorite dealer in the whole wide world.
I got a 6 Oh, when you said
No, and then you said you folded 9.
Start on it. Oh, yeah. Definitely hard work.
King of Hearts first for King of Hearts.
I'm so sorry. It probably got you in trouble. It probably would have gotten you in trouble. This is 20. 25.
Yeah, Tanya is one of our regular tournament players. I think she won.
She is. Plays a lot.
She won a tournament last April. It was pretty big. I can't remember. It might have been a 10-10 XL tournament.
That's a lot, right?
It was all in for 31,000. Big bet. What are our blinds now? Did we go up?
I think that, yeah, we are at 1 and 2 right now.
1 and 2,000? Take it down. Shows them the sevens.
You have no idea how often I get beat like that.
Yes, I do.
There we are at 1 and 2.
We all get beat about the same amount.
But for some reason, the last 2 weeks, it's been kings.
If you got beat one?
Yesterday, pocket kings against pocket sevens and love squad sevens.
we've got Turkan moving all in here with Queen Deuce offsuit.
Wow, big all-in play.
Good enough to take the blinds.
Taking it down. I like it.
I know. Like earlier, one of my friends texted and said, "Quit looking at your phone." Like, you just texted me, and I hear it. So yeah.
That is a funny concept. Can you text somebody at a final table and say, stop looking at your phone, pay attention to the game? Is that counterproductive?
Probably, yeah.
And then check, see if they're looking, text them again, say, just checking, you weren't supposed to see this.
Zara raising Queen 10 on the button. Tanya calls there. The suited king.
I like the 3-bet action by Zara, though. Very good.
Now that's a flop.
Going to be in a tough spot here. Flopping a gut shot straight draw. Let it go.
Nice lead out bet by Tanya. Not scared of the ace.
Ladies are playing tough.
Phones aren't banned here at the live stream table. We just ask they don't watch the live stream while they're playing. So they can be texting.
Same cell phone rules as any other table. You just can't be on it if you're in a hand.
Yep.
You have to step away from the table to actually use it as a telephone, which not many people do anymore, and talk.
I know I'm in trouble if my wife's calling me instead of texting me.
Yeah. Yeah, so when we see you at a final table and you get up and walk away and answer the phone,
it's not good.
We know who it is, and we know it's not good. Do we care if they get up? The question on Twitch. Yeah, we care. We don't want them to leave the table, but they can't be on their phone at the table, so. It is a 30-minute delay, so technically, but we do let them know that they are not allowed to watch the stream or listen to the stream while they're at the table. And we do have the stream on in the room probably, but we don't put it on in direct view of these tables. So we keep it on. We are a big room here. There's lots of space. People do like to watch what's going on, so we keep the live stream up in the room, just not in viewability of the final table itself, or of any of the tables in the tournament. So some comments on the stream here. Immortal Tilt says, I personally turn my phone off and focus on poker. That is a very good idea.
So this is going to be an interesting hand. Zara, who pretty much is a pro in regards to how much she plays poker, going up against Tia here, who looks like she didn't know that she was 3. I don't know.
Right. Definitely more of a recreational player. But Tia has by far the best hand.
Yeah.
With the pocket nines, and we know from watching here her play, she's not apt to fold either.
No, she's got a very wide range, and she's probably not going to fold.
So, you know, Zara's trying to figure out whether she can have, whether there's some fold equity. And trying to get a count of her chips, but there is not going to be any fold equity because I don't see Tia with you know, about 30,000 and about 12, 13,000 in already, not ever folding. No. Then again, I think with pocket fives here and being the player, Zara's a great player, with a big chip stack, I think a call is definitely in order. Yes, we are on a delay, a 30-minute delay.
I made talking about the Iron Man, basically for 26 hours. I don't like it. I don't like it either, but I mean, it's interesting. It is. I didn't care for it.
Makes the call.
Makes the call. Nice play. Looking a little serious there, Zara.
Oh, yeah. We're 4 hours in and we're heads up. We play about 3 hands.
Wow, look at that. Now the question is, she flops the set, she's first to act. How does she get all the money in the pot, right?
Looks like Tia's first. She's going to be.
Is Tia first to act?
Yeah.
Oh, big blind. Yeah, Tia's first to act. And I think she has more chips than is displayed on there at 27,000. Looks like she has closer to 40 or at least 35,000. So what does Zara do here? Call, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or do you risk a raise here? You know, like we said, Tia's not apt to fold.
A raise definitely. I think a raise would have worked in that spot.
I could not have faulted a raise there, even though Tia's hand is not as strong as Zara would like to be. Although that 7 definitely gives her some more outs. Did she say all in?
She said all in.
All in. I mean, I can't fault that play either with the 2 nines, really, right?
No, you got a pair. You got the open-ended.
Pair, open-ended, straight draw, double gutter. Looks like.
Yeah.
Ace on the river.
Doesn't work though.
Zara's going to win a big pot.
Who's got the shoes?
Great job, Tia. It was good job, tough hand.
Wow. Bye-bye, family. What'd she say? Bye-bye, family. And that's her one. I'm not big by myself. Very nice.
Lines are up, okay? It's 12:24.
And we y'all can just go. You can't win much. We're missing 3.
Down to 20.
Nice play, yes, Eddie. Big pot for Zara there. Always nice to flop a set and get some action. Talking to one of in the chat here. Two of 3 of Chris's kids are watching, so one of them apparently is in the doghouse.
He didn't compliment her hair. That was the problem.
That's the problem. That's what happens. So Zara, with this big chip lead now and the way she plays, is probably going to keep her foot on the gas pedal a little bit. I would expect to see some more 3 bets in position and taking advantage of trying to catch people overplaying their hands some more.
I don't know how I've never played with her before. I mean, how many times
I'm sorry. What?
She's even better than her husband. I haven't looked. Oops, did I say that?
saying that.
Did I say that on video? Oh, no.
Let's not start saying that.
He's gonna shoot me.
We've all got husbands at home,
Oh.
You lifeguards. You got lifeguards.
Go, dead man.
We're about to be down.
They're dead man.
So many things here.
All right, got pre-flop all in action. Stella's King Deuce is at risk. Going against Turkan's Ace 8 of Spades. Not anybody yet. Ace High is still the best. And a pair of eights on the river. Turkan's going to knock out Stella here.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you. You're back to normal, right? Yes.
I have seen a couple different patches. I believe there's a couple poker League of Nations.
Yep.
And I think there's another one. WPA.
Women's Poker Association, I think. WPA. Women's
I think
Poker
I've seen a
Association.
couple of those.
And I think, yeah.
Oh, no, because they're playing backhanded too.
Yeah, WPA, and they started a thing where they are trying to do a ladies player of the year award for all ladies events that fit certain criteria. I don't know the criteria offhand. This tournament does qualify and will be part of that. So the winner and players in the money will receive points for the ladies player of the year for all ladies events around the country, I guess.
I think. I think that's the law.
It's getting chilly.
Yeah, Women's Poker Association, WPA.
Free to join, according to Peaches here in the Twitch chat.
We were robbed for the Super Bowl.
We got Women's Poker Association, and we got PLON, Poker League of Nations, PLON.
I thought you were robbed in New Orleans. Like,
No, the umpire.
And yes, Stat Bowler, we have one more mega satellite. That's tomorrow, Thursday night, 6 p.m. It's a $350 buy-in, 20 seats guaranteed into our $1,500 main event.
Also, you know, if you don't do so good in the satellite tomorrow night, and if maybe you played day 1A and didn't do so well, or you haven't won a seat yet, the charity tournament, the charity event on Friday at 5 p.m., benefiting K9 for Warriors. It is a $220 buy-in. $100 goes to the prize pool, and $100 goes to the charity. And then there are rebuys, $40 rebuys, and all that money goes to the charity. However, not only does $100 from each player go to the prize pool, but 2 seats are being added by WPT one by WPT and one by Best Bet Jacksonville. So 2 WPT Deepstacks main event seats are added to the prize pool. So now all of a sudden is a great value to play. And first place and second place will win a seat into the main event. And free Tito's vodka.
Sold. Can I play in that?
You cannot. You'll probably be right where you are now.
Oh, you're right.
And I'll probably be right where I am.
Just don't check what I have in my cup, all right?
Yeah, just don't check the cup. It's free Tito's night. Give us a break. It's not nice to be rude, right? Gotta accept the Tito's. Is tomorrow ladies cash game and the 25-50 cash game? Yes. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, we'll have a ladies only 5-10 no limit hold'em cash game. And about 8 o'clock, we will have a ladies and gentlemen 25-50 blind no limit hold'em cash game. I think both games are going to be interesting and a lot of fun to watch. So I encourage everybody to check out the streams tomorrow night.
Big hand here.
Yeah, Zara has flopped the nut straight, running good.
Calling Lisa's bets here. Oh, that club, though, might slowly sit down. Or not.
Or not. There's a quick call by Zara with
She's not. Yeah, it doesn't like
goods.
that.
It's not good for Lisa. And she makes the straight there anyway, doesn't she?
Yep.
Her name is
But-
exceptionally good and very lucky.
Well, Lisa, thanks for playing. Lisa won a seat into the World Series of Poker here last year and went to Vegas. Got to play in the World Series of Poker main event. I'm sure we will see more of her this week. I don't have the players list in front of me for the 25-50 cash game tomorrow night. I will say that I have seen the list. It's going to be a good game. I've also seen the list for the ladies cash game tomorrow night. That also will be a good game.
She's still on fire? Oh, yeah.
So this event, this is a ladies only event. Well, it looks like we're down to 2 tables. We started with 59 entrants, down to about 18 or so. First place, you have payouts there, Wes, while we're waiting for them to get resettled. Wes in the production room is going to post our payouts there. There you go, first place. $4,838. Going to pay 6 spots. Sixth place being 708. Not a bad little tournament. We started this tournament off with a little short poker seminar by Paul Petralia.
How was that? Did we get a nice turnout for that?
It was a nice turnout. We had quite a few people in attendance. We gave them some sandwiches and some munchies off the side there, and it was nice. Nice little turnout. Good little seminar by Paul. Get them started, get them fired up for the tournament.
Elise, C3.
Dab, it's not the final table. I believe 18 players at this point.
If you want to look me up, you can look me up under Gloria Jackson or Zara Jackson.
Zara Jackson with the alias Gloria Jackson.
C3, 61.8. C3. I didn't get discount, Johnny. You
David Jackson.
How much? 61,800.
I'm like, I don't care about you.
Her husband's also a very good player, David Jackson.
You know, I'm sure we'll be seeing both of them this weekend for our main event.
I'm sure we will.
12 and 24?
No, I couldn't watch. I just started this.
Yeah, you need 24. You got 14 on here. I need 1,000 for both of them. There you go.
So we do live streaming these tables. It's a special table, special cards. The table reads the cards, but we still have to keep track of the chips and the action manually. So we do have somebody on our team taking all the action relayed from the dealer, plugging it into the computer, and that sends it all out to us. So it's not an exact perfect science, but that's the way live stream the table, that's the way they work.
They're
They
good.
couldn't see your card.
They're good. Just
But now they can. Your cards,
You're fine,
the
sweetheart.
reader,
Just do what you gotta do.
they're in the box? You gotta move them around sometimes.
Says my cards are in the box. What's the problem? There is no problem. Jan's just sitting down trying to figure out how to play against this table, figuring out who has what's going on. And Jan won the tournament last night.
Ladies are representing well here in this WPT Deepstacks series.
They are. We've had a lot of ladies make deep runs, final tables, and 2 winners, 2 out of 7 so far. Obviously, we're going to have 3 out of 7. So 2 out of 6 open events. Not a bad showing.
A new player, Lakeisha, waking up with ace queen offsuit, raising to 13K. And Jan, we don't see her cards this time. She decides to move all in here. 78,000?
Big play.
I'll definitely get to see her cards now that we got a call.
Good quick call with the ace queen. I don't even blame her for that. I don't mind that call there. Ace queen against, I think I saw 2 face cards. King jack. Ooh. Well, top 2 with a straight draw. 9, it's going to take a 10.
Didn't get there. So looks like Lakeisha doubles up through Jan.
Big double up there, right? Big hand.
Big. I don't think Jan is out of chips, but maybe we're mistaken there. Like you said, we still got the human error there for these chip counts.
Yeah, it does happen. The chip counts, it's a little easier to keep track of at a single table. Yeah. Final table.
I do know we have a break. We have another break coming up soon. They're going to get accurate chip counts of everybody here on the feature table for us.
You've been hot too, though. She talking about everybody else. What about what you right next to her?
I had 3 final tables at one time and 4 nights.
And after doubling up, she wakes up with pocket 10s here, raising to 11,000.
When you're running, right?
It's been a few years since I've run that good.
It's been a while since I've run good enough to where I'm still stacking chips and coming in raising.
Yeah.
the next hand. It's definitely been a while. I like it though. Dabs says, why all the female servers? I think the answer is correct, because no men applied. That's all we have. Nearing the final table. Final table looms here. Looks like we're down to about 14, 16 players-ish.
I will recognize it. I just haven't been here in so long.
Here we go again. Look at this. Race to 9,000 by Murr, I think that says. With ace 10 of diamonds, but Lakeisha with pocket kings.
Just flats there. I think a 3-bet would have been a nice play.
Yeah, I think a 3-bet there would be good, especially against a big stack.
On the button, yeah. Ooh.
Wow.
Then again, maybe just a call is exactly what you needed to do.
Call and flop 2 kings. Flop a set.
Make a call here and pray for an ace on the turn.
Yep. And?
Oh, there it is.
Looky there.
Wow, money card.
Wow.
Just a check.
Great check by Murr with the ace 10 there. I really like that check. Because now I can't check this again if I'm Lakeisha, because I never get to check raise the river. It just never works out for me. So she's going to have to make a bet. It's a $50,000 pot against the stack of 74,000. She could probably get away with about 30,000 at the most. 22, not bad. I mean, I think she gets a call. Yeah, maybe 30,000 would have been a bit much. She should get a call here.
She does get paid off.
Running good.
It's an easy game when you flop sets.
Easy game.
She like attracts some good cards too. It's like a magnet over there.
It's a big pot.
Yeah, she's just a big card. Big pot magnet.
off a little bit. No. No? I tried that, like, after, no? Oh, poker queen. Georgia girl.
Look at that. Nice disciplined play by Lakeisha there. Folded around to her in the small blind. 8-5. No reason to go after Tanya, who's in a weird stack size there where she may not just call. She may raise all in, and then you got to waste your money. So nothing wrong with that. Now you have the button.
Fan favorite Chris moving all in here, queen 10 of clubs.
Did I say ace 10 of hearts just go in the muck there?
You did see that. That's from Murr, I guess, still reeling after that big loss.
Yep.
Doesn't want to keep bleeding there.
We're playing 12-24 now. Chris under the gun with 2 sevens with 33,000 stacked.
Because they're that way, so I had them get
Tough spot here with 2 sevens. You know, all options are opened, I think, in this spot. Dab, who's calling? I'm in here with Wes. Wes produces the show frequently, either him or Johnny. They can also commentate from the booth.
Try to, anyway.
Yeah, give it their best shot. Raised to 12K by Chris. I like that. Leaves herself something to play with. So once again, we are here in Jacksonville, 201 Monument Road, Best Bet Jacksonville. We have 2 locations here in Northeast Florida. This one, as I mentioned, also in Orange Park, just over the Buckman Bridge, just south of 295 on 17. Orange Park Kennel Club, Best Bet Orange Park. 27 poker tables at Orange Park, and 10 of the pit games. And here in Jacksonville, we have 70 poker tables at 18 of the pit games. So if you get bored playing poker, you can always play some UTH, some Ultimate Texas Hold'em, some Pai Gow poker, 1-card, 2-card, or 3-card poker.
Just change it to open face Pai Gow.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We're playing Pai Gow face up. You get to see the hand that you have to beat before you set your cards. No more trying to decide. Should I split the 2 pair?
Definitely much better for the players in that regard.
Right. Definitely much better.
Oh, was the last hand before break? I'm like, all in, gone.
Arena going all in with the King 7 under the gun.
Can't feel good when one of the chip leaders is asking how much, though.
No, you cannot feel good about that. And, you know, she knows it's her big blind next hand. We are playing with a big blind ante, so she wanted to get it in before that happened to be able to put more value on her money.
Like the hand on position.
But she did get a call from Lakeisha with 2 8s, and we're going to run them.
Looking for a king on the river to stay alive.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Ask for a king, receive a king. So it looks like we are we going to a break right here, Wes?
Yeah, we are going on break now. About a 10-minute break or so. We're going to color up the black chips, get some accurate chip counts for us.
So everybody stick around. We're going to, as Wes said, color up, get some accurate counts. And while they go on break, we will take a short break here in the booth. Let's stick around. We will be right back.
it's talking about me, and it's talking about you. Yeah, it's talking about me. Can you hear